Alright, hello, welcome. Today we'll be playing some more Caesar 3. This time it's a map suggested by Maria Zbrana. It's called Rebels of Spain. According to people on Haven, which are some of the most skilled people in this game, this map is horrifically overtuned in terms of military challenges. It's just straight up not fun, which I'm not here to have fun. Apparently it's gonna be so crushingly difficult, and I suspect we might even have to go full Rebel City. Now, invasion points absolutely everywhere. Route from Rome here, exit road here. Since there are attacks everywhere and they happen pretty early on with maximum size invasions, there is no way to fight them straight up with forts, because you wouldn't be able to set up your military with enough units to be able to do that, and multiple invasion points means that you just would get overwhelmed. There are even simultaneous invasions pretty early on. So since that's not an option, our only option is to do a line defense. I haven't done it in a while, so I figured I might as well do it here. We will want to do at least some trade, so I think Carthago is gonna be our best bet to sell them pottery. Otherwise, these land traders would buy oil and such. Fine, but I cannot have it. It's here, so there is no way I'm defending that, unfortunately. And there is no other fertile land anywhere. So this is gonna be our base. I will cut this area off with a wall. Do it sort of like on Mediolanum, so that the enemies are pushed towards the other area instead. And if they are, they're gonna come into our lines. So we can produce things, clay pits and timber yards. I won't need this timber. So just remove it. This is gonna be our place for our first block, so we need everything here. We also have a little bit of rock, but can only get clay, so no way to mine that. Let's set up our first block around here. I want to keep some space. Could actually do at least one tile from there, so you can fit some decorations. 92. Okay, that's gonna be it for our first block. Let's get some services going. That also means a couple of temples. Oh yeah, Venus as well. Okay, we'll let them come in. I need to check my salary. 12 denarii, let's drop it down to 8. And we'll need to plan. I think it's safe to say I will have to go with the Rebel City approach, most likely. I don't think there is another way for me to do it. So yeah, we will try that. It would be useful if we could force the enemy to go around this rock, but it's asking a lot. I think they will want to use this passage anyway. So this is gonna have to be our lion place. Still no unemployment. Let's wait for a bit longer. Now we have some of it, but not a huge amount. But it might be enough to start setting up what we need, which is going to be a ship's bridge. Preferably somewhere where it wouldn't block off any good wharf spots, because wharfs are gonna be the only way for me to get food, at least early on. So we block one. This one doesn't fit. We could have a bridge here, which the bridge itself can be here. There are not many issues. I don't think it's gonna interfere with the alliance. Let's clear this space out. We will build a dock. Right there. Build a warehouse. Hey, flying dancer. So they control where to build a bridge. Yeah, many maps are like that. Usually wharf spots, dock spots, bridges are something that you heavily consider when making a map. At least any good map maker will. Now this is gonna be a little bit tricky. I really wanted to save some spots for wharfs around here. Workshop of pottery. I should make more actually. Let's make this into a loop and then we will have to do this. It's gonna require a lot of labor, but we should still get people in here. A lot of labor. 141 employees, that's a lot. Okay. Let's just pile them in here. Take the bailout. There is no way we are not taking the bailout anyway. And keep the reservoir tight in here. I cannot waste much space. Because this is all our world, basically, right now. Yeah, let's get one here. Aqueduct. There is nothing as annoying to me as a place where you think you can place 5 wharfs, because there are 11 coast squares next to each other, but then you have to build a bridge so it divides the coast into 7 squares on one side and 3 on the other. Yeah. That's the worst. I think we will be fine. Okay, let's waste some of our money on Plaza. I need to evolve these people fairly soon. And make sure they are happy, because otherwise you'll have problems. Which means I'm gonna have to also get them a bathhouse. Because boy do they hate not having bathhouses in Augustus. Yeah, especially since they are low evolution stage. Gonna have to be 3 fountains. Make them all nice. But still need more. Come on. Hessenwald. I sure do love me some bathhouse, yeah. It's a necessity, even for the 10th people in Augustus. I mean, why I'm mentioning it is because it's kinda strange compared to how it works in Vanilla or Julius, where you basically won't give them barbers or bathhouses until they require them, which is like if you want to evolve them beyond small casa and barbers even later. But in Augustus, if you don't give these people these things and you have considerable amount of 10 people, you will die. They will absolutely die from disease if they don't have their haircuts. Still missing a few employees, but people are coming. Just taking a while. Is it time to invest into dwarves? Not yet. First pottery being made. Now, where do we put our shipyard? I don't really want to have it here, but for now it's gonna suffice. Later we can shift it somewhere else. And then let's... yeah, actually do that. Fish. Accept the fish. Prepare a couple of markets. I know, Caesar. It's fine. You'll be in debt for a while longer. Let's open up Carthago, start selling them pottery, and we'll also give them fish, I think. So this is gonna also accept 8 fishies. I'll be selling that. Education and entertainment, as well as a forum, but that's probably gonna have to wait a little bit. I don't want to piss off the 10 people. That would not be nice. You should make some money from the pottery. Yep, pretty good. And we have more and more fishing ships, so hopefully that's gonna result in more and more fish. I only can see one more wharf spot here, which is not great. Could fish this. But problem is, oh yeah, we can actually have some fertile land there. Look at that. I didn't notice that at first. Could make some vine there and sell it if we need money. Which we will need money eventually. But first, food. I mean, the fish is gonna be pretty good. But it could still use more. I will make them insulate, I think. Could do 2, but that's an overkill, I think. No, let's do it. Let's do it. Without the enemy attacks. Yeah, still fine. So the food is continuously being produced, that's good. But as I said, we might need more. So the thing to do, let's pick up a shipyard here, and then some wharfs. I'm not sure about bridging here, which I actually should consider that, I think. It's gonna be a low bridge, but then we would struggle to find a good spot to bridge over, instead of that shipyard. We can just have it here, that's not a big deal. It's not gonna be a lot of food, but some of it. Now, the unfortunate thing is they will actually prefer to go and grab this fish. No, if you don't have a granary, they will go for this one. Okay. Yeah, I'll just create a connection. Engineer and a prefect. They should cover this. Except you will get fish. Jet is gonna be constantly here. But we do make some money at least. It's not too bad. Blessing from Neptune, that's handy. It's in October, which isn't great, but... Actually, I think it's for a year in Augustus. Doesn't really matter. What we need is to get a forum. Start taxing people. They are pleased. You'll see if that holds up. Might have to pay them a little more. I will also give them extra entertainment. Just gonna have to figure out where to build these things. For now, it can even fit in here. It's not great build things like that, but yeah, it's gonna suffice. And as I said, instantly are gonna be pretty good. Okay, looks like the shipyard is actually producing for these, so that's pretty good. Now, it might be that this wharf is blocking off access through here. You'll figure that out later. And we are making money, which is good. Other people are fine. Yeah. Neptune blessings in November or October or towards the end of the year in Vanilla or Julius are horrific. So that's why I guess this changes that to be more fair. I want to check my housing advisor. Yeah, I can fit a whole bunch of people in here. That's good. Just let them keep moving in. Clear all of this terrain. Yeah. Now, land defense. And then anchor it here. Yeah, I suppose we could connect it. I know, Caesar. You can come and inspect the line bit yourself if you want. Daft. That's what I was talking about. I think you need to buff the wages a little more. And yeah, the last tents need to be taken care of. It should happen once you get some food. Over here. Contaminated water, that's just peachy. I think the lions might be disappearing already. Way too soon. Okay. Solution number 2. Misclicking so hard today. And I will have to connect them up. make it a roadblock. Hey there. I think this first thing entering this thing is just heart wrenching. Yeah, I'm not sure if you are familiar with what this map is, but it's not nice. It's the Rebels of Spain. You can read some of the comments by reasonable people like Prefect Marte on Haven, just to get the gist of it. They are still not doing great. I think we might have to shorten this route a little bit. It's gonna take a while for them to adjust. Now they are reaching here at least. Yeah. Line defense, yeah. Ah, Neptune is upset. I forgot about the gas. It's alright. We just have to build them nice little snuggly temple gulag. I think 2 sets of temples are gonna be necessary. Okay. More lions. And let's get a barracks. Oh, we don't have towers. Yeah, I forgot. We don't have towers. Do we not have watchtowers in Augustus? No. Okay, it applies. That's not good. We will have to get a supply post, which is not happening. Yeah. It's alright. We don't need to have nice things. We have the lions. Food is still not looking too great. And I don't think one wharf is gonna be super helpful. It's still something. So even though it's gonna cost us some labor to set it up, I think we should invest into it. Because you need to stabilize the block, otherwise it's gonna cause some riots. Everyone needs to get food. We might have to do the wheat on the islands. Not something I wanted to do. Okay, if we have problems with money, it's not gonna be nice. You'll see. Give it a minute. Local uprising, great. It's here. We'll see how that works. Yeah, this is the first attack. It's not very small. Like they are going for the trap. Oh, they want to smash my prefects. Oh, they made their way through. Okay. That's not very good. Could have been better. I need to adjust my stratagem. It's a test, I guess. Okay. Point taken. he's not getting that. I think we can even fight Caesar, but I'd like to keep him on the good side. Unfortunately, we are not gonna be able to do that easily. Let's see what happens. Money seems to be fine at least. No, the food is just horrific. I think it's even worse than it was a while back. I don't know why. Fire, because of the prefect having to kill all of the protesters a lot of the time. Just build extra prefects for public order. I don't know why the food is worse than it was a while back. Now, the thing we need to do is need to build up some walls on the flanks to force them in the middle, the enemies. Just let them come into the blender of lions. This can be defended like this as well. So they go through the justice center. And I think we'll go into that and just use this for some wheat, I guess. We could actually also have some wharfs in here. It's just one or two. Maybe three. Yeah. It's gonna be a mess. Throw it, bring back the same memories. Let's accept some things. And we'll be getting that wheat to these people as well, I think. It's not great that our markets are on the other side, but let's just build this up. More enemies. Caesar wants pottery. Let's give him the pottery. We do have it. Send him a gift. Price rise on fish. This is gonna be the true test of the lions. I don't think they are catching enough of them. Most likely, yeah. It's not enough. They routed, but they did manage to inflict some damage. So it's far from perfect. I think we want more lions on this inner side. And a couple of gladiators as well. It's gonna be tough to employ all these people. Or rather to get enough people to work this. Hopefully the extra food will help. There we go. An attack. You're lacking so much labor. I'm gonna shut off my clay and pottery for a little bit. You should have some surpluses. They'll probably punch through with at least a couple of guys. The X-Men are gonna be very strong. Not strong enough though. Need them to route. Get that extra food. Imagine a town where half of the population is lion tamers. Yeah, that's our town. That's totally our city. Is it good? No. My kind of place.
Greetings. I'm new to this place. Do you know of anywhere to live? Greetings. I'm new. I've heard there are jobs here. I want to be a lion tamer.
Ah, native tamer. Okay. He might just get his dream to be fulfilled. Back when I first played the game, there was a city, Valencia, where the advisor says that the road needs wheat. So I made 3 docks next to each other with 2 warehouses for wheat, and I privatized the roads from the wheat farms so that I could sell extravagant amounts of wheat to trading boats. Isn't it Syracuse? No, not Syracuse. It's not Valencia, it's Capua or something. Tarentum, Taraco, something like that. It's the early mission where it's a fairly small map and you have the part of the map cut off and there is the earthquake. It's the only map with Caesar 3 campaign that has an earthquake. Hardly needed sell wheat to win. Yeah, you don't need to sell a single piece of wheat to anyone. Quite the contrary, actually. Selling the wheat is just the worst. Okay. What's our population advisor saying? We can still accommodate 500 people. Industry, clay on, pottery on. I'm gonna build a new block, I think. I don't want to, but I'll have to. Yeah, it's gonna be a pain to feed it though. Oh no. It's not very nice. Also, I think the shipyard is just bugged out now. It's this one, yeah, this one wants to send ships somewhere else. Just remove it. And then this one should finally work. Yes. We should force them to the middle, I think, the enemies, by doing something like this. The goal now is to outweight the attacks. There is no way we expand before they are all taken care of. Let's mix in some prefects. Let's get an engineer as well. Endless stream of lions. Method earthquake, yeah. I was thinking that. By your description, that fits. They don't pay us even more wages. Or they also pay less. Okay. People just refuse to move into the city very quickly. And I cannot have tents, which is a problem. I cannot feed them, reliably at least. I could maybe bridge over and have more wheat on that island. That could work. It's gonna have to be a fairly small block though. Like, I will make it standard size, but not fill all the houses. For obvious reasons. More people, nice. I think we only fill the inner place. We'd need a lot of wheat to feed them, I think. But at the same time, we could do it, I think. Ship's bridge. Can have a ship's bridge here. There are also some wharf spots around here. That would block it off anyway. To block it off anyway. This is what we can reasonably fit. It's not too shabby. I think we could feed them all with the wheat. So we'll do that. Start grabbing some extra houses then. So we might need extra defenses. I don't think the line defense is impregnable yet. Barbarian attack. It's from up there. More gladiators. It's gonna be the true test and local uprising at the same time, yeah. This is what kills most cities. This situation right here. It's quite early still, and beating this with a regular army would be near impossible. Natives are fast, so they are kind of worse as an enemy type to fight. But you can do it. Yeah, eaten. Eaten. Let's just slap down extra things. By circus. It's not the first time in history. Manfred von Richthofen has his flying circus. We only need to send some actors in there. Make it a full complement. Those clowns. Fluctuating wages event. It's usually pretty bad. You shouldn't use it in any maps because it's just annoying micro, basically. But it's here, so you're gonna have to deal with it. Now, if there is a gladiator revolt, I'm not gonna have a good time. Because of this. House, can we have it? I'm gonna have to shift this theater. Emperor is angry. It's fine. He can come to inspect the lion pit. And we will be recovering that debt eventually, but not yet. I think I will send him a gift. Yeah, he's not getting that oil. Oh, I forgot about theater. Oh, I need an actor's colony, right? It's a mistake. Yeah, that's gonna evolve them. Another barbarian attack. So they do if they come from this side. Some of them are going for the wall. That's fine. Okay, let's give him the pottery so he... No. Let's wait on that request until we beat his army once. Because we will get some extra favor from that, and then we can actually be nice. It's another attack from the same spot. It's another huge attack. They want to kill my arena. It's gonna kill my defense, but they are learning. They know why. Interesting. It still failed miserably. Oh yeah, I also need to blockade this place. They know they need to sabotage the arena to stop the lions. Still didn't work out for them, but... they tried. It's a little bit worrying though. I really don't want them to do that. Should at least get a road like this. Make it tougher for them to actually kill it. Earthquake, great. Where is it? Here. Legion is attacking. It's alright. Caesar can inspect the lion pit. Eaten. Nobody survives. Send him the pot array. Send him a gift. Now, I don't remember the timescale of the events, but I'm pretty sure we need to outweight all the attacks. There is no way to do anything else. He's not getting an army. I could maybe get one, but only for him. But still, they are not gonna get enough men to actually do anything. Let's get a javelin fort to send it too late then. And it's a large force as well. It's natives. Oh, they just went into the city. They want to destroy my farms. Just need a wharf. And they crunched something, yeah. Else he's gonna be angry again. But there is very little I can do about that. Oh yeah, people are not happy. Gods are not happy as well. Looks like we actually have too many people now. I don't like spamming temples like this, but it's needed. Just watch Gamer Zach's YouTube video on his Tarako playthrough where he says Caesar said that he wanted some food, so we should. Then Zach proceeds to ignore the exporting potential for wheat. Well, everyone should. The wheat sells for absolute pathetic money. You can do other things. I don't actually think I saw anyone export wheat on that mission. I mean, the instructions. Caesar 3's campaign is just bullshit. The story doesn't fit anything. There's, you get Caesar instructing you to do things and construct cities that were already a thing at the time, sending you to places that were either already conquered and established or not even part of the empire. Caesar is not supposed to be a thing, since part of the campaign is taking place during the Republic. So you shouldn't take the campaign too seriously, especially not the instructions. Send him the attack too late. Hey Fairby. Welcome. Oh yeah, employment. How do we solve it? I think I'm gonna start getting some furniture. You'll have to probably just use this. Since prosperity goal is 70, we can probably deal with it here. Don't even have to expand too much. But I'm gonna have to do a lot of furniture. Land timer defense. Yeah, it's the Rebels of Spain map. I'm gonna post you a link. Just read some of the comments from Heaven, people. You'll understand. Warehouse. Who thought about trying to call some games against an attack? No. Personal funds are usually tight, so it probably wouldn't be very good. I don't even know how that would work. Might enlighten me. Let's get some furniture. Let's get some furniture. Let's give these people libraries. It's expensive, yeah. This is also expensive, but it works. And there is a local uprising sync to it and attack. That doesn't make me feel very safe. I think I'm gonna just spam some more prefects up here. I don't have towers, so no towers for me. Do we need more wheat? We could get even more wheat. Let's try to force them more in the middle. So the natives made it through again. But they will be routing. More games make it so that gladiators and land armies will halt period while defending the city during an attack. I didn't know that. They'll just rush towards the enemy, yeah. I don't think that's necessary though. This works fine. And if it works, shouldn't break it. Basically. I have some problem with evolutions. I think I'm gonna expand the furniture industry though. It's gonna be horrifically overkill for later, but for now it works. Also, some olives would be nice, but I cannot get that farmland. Not until the last enemy attack happens. Yeah, when you focus them like this. And bonus is meant for maps where, that are slightly more normal. Yeah. This is not a normal map though. Wouldn't really work here, or rather, the personal funds don't allow for it, I don't think. At least not very well. Yeah, Caesar is at 8. We'll let him attack so we can recover the favor afterwards. Let's hope we can get enough food in here. I will place these things in the back, because we no longer need them here. And the block itself. They all want oil, which I cannot get them oil easily, so just gonna have to suck at it for now. Might want a third market though. Is it noticeable that this is balanced for vanilla Caesar 3? I mean, I'm not exporting much at all. I would have to assume that in vanilla money isn't a problem at all. Because I'm not struggling, I'm only exporting pottery and taxing them. But still able to get by with employing a whole bunch of people unnecessarily on this. The Rome's wages actually dropped significantly. I need to employ the people, that's the problem. Now what about the pottery? Pottery is fine. I mean, I could make more just to give people jobs. But yeah, this farmland is not happening anytime soon, and I need this for the fish, or for the wheat. If somehow I was able to get more attacks, he wants pottery. Let's wait until his attack is taken care of. Now I have no idea when the attacks will actually end, so I have to watch out for that. Send him the thing. Send him a gift. There is some fertile land near the natives, but there is no way I'm claiming that. Let's take a look at the map itself. There are attacks coming. Just let it happen. Yeah, you are not getting oil ever. It's just not happening. There's another attack. Local uprising on top of it. Marvelous. I think they retreated though, because their morale broke. Fattest lands in the Empire, yeah. They can't even move very well. How fat they are. Now, it was like 3 attacks at the same time. Yeah, there are more. It's fine. Just wait until it all happens. Oh yeah, and food just collapsed here for some reason. I think the supply post is more trouble than it's worth, really. I just cannot afford it. Tone while all the immigrants can get their dream job, yeah. I've also added some Caesar 3 sound files to alerts now, but it's usually for bits or subscriptions and things like that, but I try to add the things that are fitting. There's also a new one for the raid. If you see a raid by someone, it's gonna be pretty funny, I think. Especially if you are not playing Caesar at the time. And what else did I add? Oh yeah, when somebody follows on YouTube, things like that. The X-Men. Soft trumpet tools, yeah. Basically, that's for the raid. They are trying to get to the arena. They need to sabotage it. Didn't really work for them, did it? Just let the hairy barbarians leave. And then gladiator revolts. There might be, which is not good. I wouldn't be surprised if there is one. Which I could just replace all of that with lions, but I don't want to. Also, there is a guy like marauding in the middle. The attacks are just insane. You can see that you could not beat this with an army. There's no way. Ah, funsies. It's here. Okay. Some of them are trying to punch through that. Oh yeah, it's double attack, of course. And they are gonna try to go after the arena, maybe. They are. So the X-Men made it. They will smash something. They're just smashing everything. They want to retreat through the other way. That's not very good for me. I'm gonna die. There's a guy there as well. Great. Well. This is the end. Because of these guys. Stupid idiots. Come on, let me build it up. Yeah. Exactly. Well, they did. They learned. Insane. Absolutely insane. Lion house. Why was the lion house here? I think I forgot it. This was a Ceres temple. This was a Neptune temple. Oh yeah, I think my ships died because of the Neptune curse. And then my shipyards didn't replace them because they derp, because it's 2 bodies of water. That's why my food situation is collapsing. That's just marvelous. I don't know what to say about that. It's always when you have separated bodies of water, it just always fucks you up. And there is nothing you can do. Let's just remove the dwarfs from here so that the other ones can replenish. And then we will see if that helps. This does not help. They know. And they will come here. Yeah, just...
I am most displeased. Despite all the funds I invested in your city and the Senate's generosity with
I really don't want to play it again.
let me down. Your city has not repaid the funds it borrowed. My faith in you was misplaced, and I am forced to find another governor to take your place. Perhaps you will fare better in the new role I have in mind for you.
As Haven people said, horrifically overtuned in terms of military. There's no way you could beat this with regular strategies like play the game as intended. So, you know, it's just... Some people wanted me to play this. All I say is, before you request me to play a map, you should beat it yourself. Because if you see something and yeah, it's cool, no it's not, it's usually gonna be horrible. It's not enjoyable for me, it's not enjoyable for you, this is just salt. Maps like this have no place in my life. So, as a lesson, don't request things like this, because nobody likes it. Let's take a look if we can raid someone. We have 5 people, that's probably not enough to do a proper raid. Oh, there's FGs, so we can raid FGs.